Hello there guys, and welcome back to another Monster Super League video. I know I haven't been making many Monster Super League videos lately, but that's because I've been really busy and I haven't had much time to actually play much. But I have played, it's just I haven't had a chance to really record much. But now I do have some time, and we're gonna go ahead and do we're gonna probably power through a couple stuff, because I've been meaning to do a lot of videos for the past couple weeks. And after I think October 15, I'll be able to start recording even more. So, at least up until November, I want to say November 5th, I'll be able to record a lot between those days. So I'll actually be able to release a lot of videos then. But we're gonna go ahead and go over the Cherry, the new mod that just came out with the recent update. She is currently the new Capture Festival. She is an adorable unit. She is a really nice unit, actually. She's a healer. And one of her, two of her forms are really good in my opinion. So we're gonna go ahead and look over the cherries, and let's see what they're all about. All right, so Cherry, she is right here. All right, so Cherry is a defender, Cherry Lynn, and then it's Cherry Annie. Annie? It's not Annie. Annie. Cherry Annie. And oh wow, I do like her variants. Let's see. She's a defender with 23k HP, her fire 1, 2k attack, 2.9k defense, 2k recovery. That's not bad defense, and the recovery is not bad either. HP is kind of low. She is a 3-star though. Her skills are 80% 2 turns, and defense up. Her leader skill is Fighting Spirit. Only in clan battles, but that's good because clan battles also counts for Titans, so you can run it in clan battle. You can't run it in Titans. I think personally the Fire Pixie is better than Cherry, but if you haven't rebirthed for a Fire Pixie, if you don't have a Fire Pixie and you really need some fire healers immediately, that's the thing you're working on right now, you really need fire healers, but there is no Fire Pixie rebirth right now. At least I'm gonna hope it's not the next rebirth this month, or else this comment becomes invalid in a few days. But if there is no rebirth right now for the Fire Pixie, then she is your second to go option. I don't think she's better than Fire Pixie. Fire Pixie definitely has higher stats, definitely has higher HP, higher recovery, and her defense up just lasts longer. I think she has a 3-turn defense up. I'm not sure if this Cherry gets a 3-turn defense up as well. If she does, it's not bad. She does have Sab, which could be helpful if you're trying to run her in golems and you're trying to survive in golems B9 and you're just having a tough time, but you really want to try to survive, so you want to heal up and be able to take down that golems to farm those triangle squares. It could be good there. She could be really good there. I would build her personally HP, defense, recovery. Now healer units are a little bit different. Healer units require at least usually a recovery gem on them, because recovery is really good for your team. Now depending on how you have your stats, usually recovery substats are a thing that appear very often in Monster Super League. Like Tina she has an addiction for recovery substats. She will bump HP percentage gems, defense percentage gems with recovery subsets. If you have 2 HP gems or 2 defense gems with a lot of recovery substats, that is fine. You can run HP defense or HP defense, as long as you have a lot of recovery substats, or if you have the recovery set, I think it's the green one, then you can run that as well. This will be true for all the Pixies, so just keep that in mind. All the Pixies will have more or less the same setup. I don't think there's a single Pixie that isn't going to have that kind of setup, because they are healers. They are meant to heal you. So HP defense recovery, if you don't have many recovery substats, HP defense, or HP defense. She's a defender. I think HP defense will work better for her if she has a lot of high recovery substats and there's an HP lead. You can use her as your lead as well, so she wouldn't be bad. Let's see, where is the Water Cherry? The Water Cherry is a recovery. The Water Cherry is a recovery unit. So the Water Cherry has 28k HP, 1.7k attack, 1.5k defense, 2.5k recovery. Abysmal defense. That defense is so low, I don't even know if that's worth building her. Is she weaker than a Katyn? Hold on. If she's weaker, how weak is she compared to a Katyn? I'm curious. 1.7k defense, 1.3k 30k HP, 2.4k recovery. I feel like a Katine is better. A 2-star Katine is better than the water cherry, so I would not like even build. I mean, she does have defense down, but I don't think it's worth it. The shield, it doesn't even scale with HP either. So 60% defense down, shield grants the shield to allies for 2 turns. Fighting spirit, again, if you have her as a variant. I wouldn't build her personally. You could build her HP defense recovery, like I said on that recovery set, but I think you're better off farming a Katine in the continents. It's easier to farm. Water Ribboness is also easy to farm, and I think they would provide more support than she will, so I don't think that the water one is worth building, so I would skip on the water one entirely personally. Now the wood one. The wood one's actually pretty interesting. I do like the wood one personally. I like the wood one. The wood one is a tank with 30k HP, 1.6k attack, 1.8k defense, 2.1k recovery. She has adrenaline, attack restores allies HP in the amount equal to 10% of all max health, and shield, which scales based on her max HP. Now this one's a little different. This one's a little bit different than the other cherries. This cherry, you would want to build her triple HP because her recovery is based on the amount of HP she has. So for her, she's a little different. You want to build, if she is a tank, and if she is variant, I would definitely recommend using her on your Titans team. She is very good. I think she would even be good as a PvP mon for early PvP. You could build her triple HP on the life set with some high resist substats, and then she's just your healer. She's like your water Persephone with a shield. She is your water Persephone with a shield, and since she is a wood mon, there's a lot of water mons on defense. I think she would do really good in PvP. She would do really good in Titans. She would help you out against Water Titan. She could probably help you out against all the other Titans except Fire Titan. Because she has adrenaline, that'll help keep most of your units in the fight. So even if she doesn't get her like shield up, she'll be able to still heal them for some extra HP back. So I personally think the wood one out of the 3 RGBs are definitely worth building. Like the wood one is up there. Alright, so the light cherry. So let's see, light cherry, here she is. Light cherry is a recovery unit with 24k HP, 2.4k attack, 1.9k defense, 2.7k recovery, abysmal defense, 60% chance for 2 turn stab, defense up. You would build her HP defense recovery. I think her substats are too low to actually like be inclined to build her. I do like her design for the variant one. It looks really nice. I'm a fan of that hair. I'm a fan of that hair, alright? Yeah, I don't think she's worth building. I think you're better off still using a water Katine or using... Yeah, I think you're still better off using a water Katine, fire pixie, wood Hana, any of those. I think you're better off using than her as a healer. So I don't think... If you want to build her, you can, but I don't think she's worth it. Definitely not the light one. HP defense recovery, HP defense, or HP defense if she have a recovery set and a high recovery substats. You can take her into, I guess, any of the Titans for defense up, but I don't think she's worth it either. So far, the fire one and the wood one only seem slightly worth it. The water and light just seem abysmal. Alright, let's see the dark one. So the dark one is where I'm like, okay, I like it, but I hate those substats. So for the dark one, she has defense down 60% for 1 turn with attack up 2 turns. Now, if she is booked, I don't know how much the books do, but I'm assuming that the books will raise that to either 70 or 80% defense down and possibly 2 turns. If this goes up to 2 turns and the attack up goes up to 3 turns with books, then she is definitely worth building. I would build her HP defense. I would build her on a lot of recovery substats. She is basically like a Dark Venus, except for defense down and attack up instead of like attack down and attack up. She wouldn't be a bad unit to use, personally, in my opinion, especially if you have her as a variant. You can run her as your variant, and then you have an attack for that row. So if you don't have any, let's see, I guess an example for me would be like Let's just say, for example, I had 2 Light Siegfrieds, but I didn't have a single variant Light Siegfried. But I wanted to run them against the Dark Titan, so I would put her as the lead, as a variant for those Siegfrieds to get an attack bonus. On top of that, I would also add, like, I don't know, maybe like a Wood Hana or something to keep them up in the fight a little bit longer. So defense up and attack up, 2 Light Siegfrieds, there we go. Defense down and attack down, both in the same row. Defense down and attack, or attack up and defense up as well for your team, so your 2 Light Siegfrieds could do a lot of damage. That's just an example of like what the Titan setup would be on bottom right side row. Right side row is always where it would go. Yeah, so you could build her HP defense with a lot of recovery substats, HP defense with a lot of recovery substats, or HP defense recovery with I would say more HP and defense substats actually. Yeah, she would be good. Anyways, guys, my opinion is I definitely want to build the dark one, and I think I'm going to go ahead and build a wood one. Maybe I might even build 2 wood one. Well, I don't want to really build a wood one, not because I don't want to build one, but because I already have 4 Wood Hanas Evo 3. So personally, I think if you already have like 4 Wood Hanas Evo 3, don't build the wood one. Not really worth it. I think this time around, the Capture Festival for the end game players, the only one that you might really go for maybe is the dark one, and then you probably just save up the rest of your capture chips for the next time around, for whenever we actually have a good festival. The next festival after this, it's gonna be Jackoletto again, so we'll see how that goes. Well guys, that's it for me for now. That is my review on the Cherries. Hope you guys all have a good one. I'll see you guys again later, and until then, remember, I'll be making more videos soon.